So, 2 days ago, Fortnite posted a video on their official Twitter and YouTube channel, which is a 1 minute and 16-second video, revealing to be a cinematic trailer for Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown. That's right, Fortnite released an official cinematic trailer for Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown 2 days ago. So not only we have the official teaser trailer for Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, but we also have an official cinematic trailer as well, which is honestly crazy. So all of you now may be wondering, what is the cinematic trailer even about? And I'll gladly explain about it. So the cinematic trailer opens up with two golden trespasser elite guards leaving, where we see the Dark Voyager with Fishstick. And this is where we get to hear the Dark Voyager's voice for the first time. And he sounds very, very menacing. More menacing than the Ice King when he descended from his throne from the official teaser trailer. So anyways, the Dark Voyager tells Fishstick this is his last chance, and pulls up a hologram of the entire Omniverse and begins navigating through it. Which is based on the scene from Marvel's Iron Man 2, which is very, very surprising, to be honest. He then pinpoints to a reality known as Reality 7021, revealing to be Fishstick's home reality, and asks him if this is the right place that has a 0 point shard. Fishstick, very scared and stressed, confirms with the Dark Voyager by nodding his head, which means that Fishstick ratted out his entire home reality. The Dark Voyager then pinpoints to Reality 7021 and warps there. We then transition to Reality 7021 itself, where we see a squid minding his own business, just fishing to get some food, where we also see a lighthouse in the distance. But then his tranquility was then interrupted by the Dark Voyager when he used the Dark Harvester's tractor beam to not only pull the squid up, but also the 0 point shard, where we see it in the underwater city of Atlantis, plugging a drainer to make sure the sea level has been increased. But when the Dark Voyager unplugged the 0 point shard from the drainer, the ocean level had begun to drain. The Dark Voyager then begins laughing maniacally, getting the 0 point shard, and with the squid holding on for dear life. The Dark Voyager, noticing the squid, snaps his fingers and tells his lead guards to take care of him, which made the squid very, very terrified. But then the squid notices Fishstick with the Dark Voyager, which is very something. Fishstick, not knowing what to say, just shrugs it off, which made the squid not happy. We then get the Avengers Doomsday text saying Fishstick will return in Fortnite Showdown, not only showing the title card of Chapter 7 Season 2, but also the release date and also the Avengers Doomsday Countdown. So yeah, that was the cinematic trailer. So you may be wondering, what does this all mean? Well, the cinematic trailer reveals a lot of things. First off, it actually reveals what happened in a certain life event that all of us should remember. So if you remember in Stage 2 of the Dark Harvester life event, the Dark Voyager left the Chapter 7 island, the Golden Coast, very mysteriously, and we don't know how. And we don't know how he got the third 0 point shard. Well, it turns out the cinematic trailer actually reveals that it actually takes place during Stage 2 of the Dark Harvester live event. That's right, we actually get to see how the Dark Voyager was able to find the 0 point shards. He captured Fishstick and made him to rat out his entire home reality to get the third 0 point shard, which is honestly very insane. So this actually explains how the Dark Voyager was able to get the third 0 point shard in order to expose the 0 point core, and able to use the Dark Harvester's beam to cause the 0 point portals to appear around the Golden Coast, because he made Fishstick to rat out his entire home world, branding him as a traitor to his home world, which is not good, by the way. But what's also odd in the cinematic trailer was about when the Dark Voyager pulled up Fishstick's home world. When the Dark Voyager pulls out Reality 7021, we see Imagine Order alphabetical words. That's right, the Dark Voyager pulled up Imagine Order alphabetical words, which is honestly insane, which actually teases if the Imagine Order is involved with the Dark Voyager. Because if they are, then that would be insane to see them again. Because the Imagined Order were the reason that the Zero Point has gone through so much throughout the entire story, especially Geno as well. But we don't know if this actually involves Geno, but I guess we'll find out when Chapter 7 Season 2 comes. So once translated from the Imaginor's alphabet, it's translated to Reality 7021 Oceanic Salinity. So we actually got the official name for Fishstick's home world, known as Oceanic Salinity. We also see a moon right next to Oceanic Salinity, which is actually revealed to be a planet for the sprites. That's right, we got mentions from the sprites once again, which is honestly very insane to have the sprites to be mentioned again. I mean, we haven't seen them for a while now, since Chapter 6. So, once translated from the Imaginor's alphabet again from the planet where the sprites are, it's translated to Sprite Utopia. So we actually see that the sprites actually have a home world before they made their way to the island of Oninoshima, which is very something. And I really wonder if we actually get to see the sprites again in the story in Chapter 7 Season 2, because if we do, that would be awesome. Those things are very, very cute and adorable at the same time when we use them. So anyways, we then see a description from Sprite Utopia, and I kid you not, this is what was translated, and this was actually confirmed by Fortnite when they put this description in. Once translated, it says, "This is absolute BS." I'm not kidding. That's how it was translated from the description of the sprites' home world, which is honestly something. Never expected Fortnite to put up a description like that. Like, wow. But anyways, we now found out how the Dark Voyager was able to get the third Zero Point Shard, just now forcing Fishstick to give it up by giving up his home world, which is honestly just insane. But now this actually confirms something that all of us have been wondering. If you remember 7 days ago on Stage 2 of the Dark Harvest Still Life event, well, we know that the Fishstick was able to give up the Zero Point Shard, but there's one stage that we never noticed, and that was Stage 1 of the live event. As you remember, in Stage 1 of the Dark Harvest Still Life event, we know that the Dark Voyager just got the second Zero Point Shard without any explanation as to how he was able to get it. But thanks to Stage 2's cinematic trailer to show us that Fishstick gave up the Zero Point Shard from his home world, we could find out that possibly the Dark Voyager must have captured someone before Fishstick and forced him to give up their home world's Zero Point Shard as well, same way as Fishstick did. This means that not only Fishstick gave up his home world's Zero Point Shard, but so did someone who was the first one to be captured by the Dark Voyager. And we probably won't know who it is, because we honestly just don't know who it is. We probably will not know who gave up the second Zero Point Shard in order for the Dark Voyager to find it in the Omniverse, but now we know how this happened. We now know how the third Zero Point Shard was found during the second stage of the live event. The Dark Voyager forced Fishstick to give it up by just threatening him. And also, just to clarify, the Fishstick that we see from the cinematic trailer is not the same Fishstick that all of us have known. Because if you remember, the original Fishstick died during the events of the Batman Fortnite Zero Point comic story. During the events of both between Chapter 2 Season 5 Zero Point and Chapter 2 Season 6 Zero Crisis. So yeah, it cannot be the original Fishstick because the original Fishstick is dead. So the Fishstick that we see with the Dark Voyager is actually his snapshot. So that means the snapshot Fishstick ratted out the original Fishstick's home world, which now made look like the original fish stick is now just a traitor. And we'll probably will not know who also the squid's name is until when Chapter 7 Season 2 comes. But it's pretty something that he doesn't like fish stick now since of what he did, which not only ruining his tranquility time just to get food from the sea level of Atlantis, but also because that the snapshot fish stick gave up the 0 point shard to the Dark Voyager, branding fish stick as a traitor to his entire home world, which is honestly crazy. So anyways, that's it for this video. So not only we got an official cinematic trailer for Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, but the cinematic trailer explains a lot of things that's going on with the story, such as about what happened in Stage 2 of the live event, and also possibly someone giving up the second 0 point shard during Stage 1 of the Dark Harvester live event as well. So as I said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Comment down below what your favorite things to do with Fortnite, creativity, buy on players, Fortnite Ballistic, Fortnite Reload, the soon ending Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 7 OG. Comment down below what your favorite moments in Chapter 7. Also comment down below what Fortnite theories you want me to cover and also debunk. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos from me. And I found out there's actually an announcement for an encore live event that will happen tomorrow. So I'll see you guys there. Bye.